So earlier on today, I was reading again. I read back some of the information that I had discovered while I was very sick. Um, put it plainly, our bodies are, how can I put it? Everything in your body needs to be balanced. You know, you always say, people always say, not too much of one thing. Kailangan balansehin mo naman, di ba? That's a typical Pinoy saying. I hear it all the time. Kung may hard work, may konting relax, di ba? May relax din para balanse ang buhay. Kapag may sadness, dapat may saya. Okay? Bilugang mundo. They always say that. Minsan nasa ibaba, minsan nasa taas. Okay, all these things in life basically is a balance. Am I right? So, what is it that I want to share with you tonight? What I discovered about my personal journey is that the most important thing in one's health is to have everything that you need to have good health. What do I mean by that? To have good health, you need to be able to balance 5 things in your system. I don't mean in your life, I mean in your body. You need to take proteins every day. You need to have your minerals. You need to have enzymes. You need to have chlorophyll. And you need to have your vitamins. Normally, when I say those 5 things, meron na kayo naiisip. Like vitamins. Oh, I take my vitamins every day. Yung nabibili. Like yung mga over-the-counter vitamins. Okay? Now, the difference with vitamins that are over-the-counter and vitamins that you can get from food are completely different. Now, again, proteins. Pag sinabi kong protein, ano yung iniisip nyo? Meat, di ba? Fish, ayan, eggs, correct? Those are what you think of. But there are also different kinds of protein. I will go through this one at a time para maintindihan ninyo. First of all, the antidote for deteriorating body is nutrition. Again, the antidote for a deteriorating body is nutrition. It's that simple. So, why barley? Because barley is the only how can you call it? It's grass, diba? But it's the only form of vegetation or sige na nga, grass. It's the only food out there that you can take that has all those 5 things that your body needs. Has proteins, minerals, enzymes, chlorophyll, and vitamins. And when I say that, I mean in its purest organic form. Okay, why am I saying this? Okay, medicine kasi is either excessively inorganic or organic. That means medicine can be beneficial to the human body for only a temporary amount of time. Only if that person is diseased. I mean, kung may sakit. If you're sick, then the medicine is doing you well. But long-term administration of any medicine is detrimental because it basically causes an imbalance. Does that make sense so far, everybody? Yes? Thumbs up? Okay. So, because of this, I learned that the reason why barley is so amazing is because, let's start, 5 yun, di ba? Okay, so I'm going to start off with minerals. Minerals, basically when you say mineral, what do you think of? Minerals come from the earth, correct? Yes or no? Yes, I see that. Yes, agad. Very true. Okay. The young leaves of barley, okay, yun yung bagong usbong. Those plants sprout after dormancy of winter. You saw the video, and if you haven't, please check it out later. When I went to the farm, it was the height of the harvest time in Australia when I went to the farm. Now, it was -4 degrees when I went there. The barley was at the best time to be harvested. Why? Because after winter, yung bagong usbong, the newly sprouted leaves of the barley, were nurtured in the soil during the whole time of winter. And it was able to store up all the minerals in super high concentration. Okay? And therefore, when it sprouts into life, it is the most effective food to sustain humans. In short, all the nutrition was naipon during winter. And then, nung lumabas siya, biglang nandun lahat ng goodness. Okay, so balance and maintenance of minerals is key to your health. What are minerals that are key to the health of human beings? Potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Those are actually the three most important. Now, would you believe that we have the most natural form of getting those minerals in our barley? So if people say to you that, oh, barley is barley, it doesn't matter where it comes from, it matters. You know why? Because the barley that comes from that particular soil tells you the quality of the barley that you're getting. And the quality of quality of soil in Australia, where our farm is the best in the world. It's as simple as that. It cannot compare. No other country can compare to it. And the best thing about the farm where we get our barley from is that it was cattle. It was a cattle farm for 30 years. That means that soil is so full of nutrition. It's crazy. Plus, we're beside the river. Okay, so we have one of the cleanest sources of water. Anyway, I shall not go on. I will just keep telling you about this 5 things that we talked about. Just watch our video na lang to see where actually our farms are located. Okay, so next, Nicole, nag-homework ako talaga. Next, we shall talk about alkaline. When I say alkaline, what comes to mind? Can somebody answer? What comes to mind when I say alkaline? Parang naman feeling ko may kausap ko dito. Okay. Wala. Okay. Basically, alkaline is the balance that your body needs to maintain good health. If your body becomes acidic, then you become sick. That's the bottom line. Alkalinity is key because when not balanced, when there's no balance in your alkaline levels in your body, it causes a lot of fatigue. Basically, what you eat, your environment, your stress level, all this affects your alkalinity. Okay? Your pH balance, correct. Your pH balance. Yes. Ang gagaling nga, nakikinig. Feeling ko at least may kausap ko dito. This is really difficult to be talking on your own without getting any feedback. I mean, in my ears. Anyway, so, your cell metabolism suffers when your alkaline level is imbalanced, which means there's too much acid in your system. That in turn causes fatigue, and fatigue is a result of something not right in your body. And this basically tells you that you need to find a way to balance out that system in your body again. Now, when you say alkaline foods, what is the number 1 highest alkaline food that you know? Sige nga, I want to see. What can you come up with? Yung pinakamataas na alkaline na pagkain na alam ninyo. I think alkaline properties of an alkali. Okay, pH balance. Ano nga yung pinakamataas na alkaline na gulay? Sige, na alam ninyo. Normally, di ba, they say the deeper green the color of the vegetable, the higher the alkaline level. Correct? Okay. So, lemon. Lemon is also very acidic. Be careful because it's both. Okay, so lemon water, yun. Okay. But alkaline, generally speaking, from your food, it's the darker green the food, the better the alkaline level. But, for me, ano yung pinaka-dark na vegetation, I would say, ayan, nakita ko na. Spinach is the number one. Some people are saying broccoli. Asparagus, not so. Kale and spinach. Okay, those are the two normally that comes up. Now, what if I told you, brace yourselves, okay, because this is fact. What if I told you that the alkaline level of spinach is 39.6, but the alkaline level of our barley from Australia is 66.9? Can I get a wow? Can somebody say wow, please? Okay? For me, that's really wow. So in short, basically, our barley has double the alkaline level of spinach. That is really something. Okay. So now, tunay yun you know that the minerals that we get is important. And we get all those minerals naturally from our barley. You know that acidity and alkaline level is important because it balances out your system and it tells you basically whether you will tend to get sick or not. Okay. Now, let's move on to the third thing. The third thing is your vitamins. Okay, vitamins, when you take them, it's good. It's not bad, okay? But the best way to take your vitamins is not through pharma products. It's not through a vitamin C or a vitamin D pill or anything like that. The reason why is because the balance of organic and inorganic foods that are naturally made in nature. What do I mean? When you create a vitamin, like vitamin C, for example, that's a pharma product. That is not naturally taken or extracted from the food that you eat. The reason why people tend to take vitamins from other sources is because they're not eating properly. Why are they not eating properly? Either because they don't know what is the correct food to eat, or they don't have time to eat properly or to prepare their food well, or basically mahirap for anybody to be able to get all of their nutrients that they need on a daily basis. It's really quite impossible. What we end up doing is we end up eating a lot of fast food stuff. Okay, I'm a culprit of that also. Minsan, I've been stuck in traffic for 2-3 hours. Gutom na ako. I forgot to eat before I left the house. Okay, kahit nag-barley na ako in the morning, I'm feeling hungry na. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 hours and I haven't eaten yet. And I'm gonna be stuck in traffic for another hour. What is the solution? Drive-through. Really, really bad decision. But unfortunately, we're all guilty of that. Now, the reason why it is so important to take your barley every day is because all the vitamins that you need, everything that your body nutritionally needs is in our barley. and it's in the natural form. It is like you ate all those different foods that is supposed to be taken from breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's all in one glass of barley, basically. So everything you need is right there. In my notes here, I put the doses of chemical pharma throws off the balance of the body, and the side effect is deteriorating health. I put an asterisk here because this is where I had planned on telling you about my personal experience with chemotherapy, to show you an example, a very, very real example of the side effect of having too much pharmaceutical grade treatment or medication into your body. When I was diagnosed with cancer, obviously I had to take chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is, till today, the only way to battle cancer full on, head on, medically wise. I was not going to take the risk of not doing the chemo because the doctors told me without chemotherapy, I was already 50% survival rate. So 50% possibility I will die, 50% I will live. With chemotherapy, they upped it to 80%. So 80%. So that's another 30% for me that is more likely I will survive this battle than the original 50%. So of course, I wanted to take the chemotherapy. However, in exchange for that 30%, there are a lot of side effects. One of them is, yun nga, I would possibly never have children again because it's so toxic to the system that it'll shut down my ovaries. Number two, I would lose all my hair. All fast-producing cells would die. My hair, my stomach lining, which is why also you throw up so much when you have chemotherapy. But one thing that I did not expect, in spite of the fact that I take my barley every single day, is I'm very highly prone to getting singaws, cold sores. Why? Because it killed, totally wiped out something in my system that even though it's been 21 years already that has passed, and I drink my barley religiously, if I forget, the following day, I have a singaw. Isn't that crazy? It's really crazy. That's because of the alkaline acid levels. It's because the vitamins that are supposed to come from real food, like barley. Barley is a real food. It's not like a vitamin like from pharma. It's a real food. Because of that, because of missing out those nutritional values that come from the barley, the following day, without fail, I'll have a singaw. And it's the worst feeling because it's a very clear reminder to me of what I went through 21 years ago. And it still has its effects on my body up to now. Anyway, I put here again, do not think regular food is good enough. You have to try to take organic food. It's expensive. That's why we have barley. Because if you have your barley every day, it is organic. And it will make up for all that stuff that you need to buy in a supermarket. Do you know, I was in the supermarket 2 days ago and I was looking at organic carrots. And then I looked at the regular carrots. It's like times 3 the price. And I decided to myself, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna drink my barley. That's it. Just stick to the barley. It's so much cheaper, more effective. You get all the nutrients and vitamins your body needs. Stick to it na lang. That's what I did. I used the non-organic carrots for my cooking because anyway, you're gonna boil it, and all the enzymes die, by the way, when you cook your food. And at the same time, I'll get my nutrition from my barley. Okay, so that's the vitamins part. Next important thing is enzymes. When I say to you enzymes, what do you think of? Ako, when I think of enzymes, I think of live enzymes that are supposed to be good for your body. But how? Do many people really know how enzymes work? I mean, me personally, I didn't know how enzymes work. So, until I actually looked it up. Okay, enzymes actually is what causes the chemical changes within the cells of our body that happens when you ingest food that has living enzymes. Okay, so basically ganito yun. You have an apple, you bite into the apple, the enzymes break down that apple. And sometimes the apple itself has enzymes. It goes into your body, and basically, your body uses it to build certain things that causes you to have a harmonious state in your system that then gives you good health. Basically, no enzymes equals your body will shut down. That's what I read. Therefore, minerals, which we talked about earlier, equals enzymes. Enzymes equals a harmonious state within your body. A harmonious state within your body equals good health. Does that make sense? That is the research that I have found out. So for me, if barley already has minerals, all the minerals your body needs, and it has enzymes, it has all the vitamins already that your body needs, the alkaline level of barley is better than any other food in the world. Plus the fact that it basically removes acidity in your body. Ano pang natitira? I think perfect food na yata yung barley, di ba? Okay, so, it says, the next thing that I wrote, the 5 things, kasi kasama doon yung protein. When you say protein, you know, what do you think of when you, I asked you this earlier, when you think of protein, you think of meat, eggs, fish, all of that. Basically, protein is a building block, di ba, of your body. It is broken down into amino acids, which basically is what builds muscle, builds tissue in your body. It needs protein, but in specific proportions to build tissue. Barley, apparently there are different kinds of proteins. There's good protein and bad protein. Did you even know that? I didn't even know that. Okay, so if you have bad protein, what is bad protein? Protein that has a lot of fat mixed with it. Okay, that is bad protein. Like meat. Meat has a lot of fat in it. Milk, unfortunately, also has a lot of fat in it. Okay, so apparently protein in barley is so much better for you than actual meat. Did you? I mean, this is really shocking because although I'm super believer already sa barley because of what it's done for me personally in my life. But it has really enlightened me to do a little bit of studying again. This is all research I did way back 20 years ago. And I figured, I really want to teach these guys something new about our product. Basically, barley has what they call lightweight protein molecules, of which 90% is usable by the human body. Okay, I mean, that's just like, whoa, it's a better source of protein than meat or fish because there's absolutely no fat. This is really amazing. Okay, so we've talked about pretty much everything already except for the last thing, which is chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll basically is in barley, And we all know that chlorophyll is a natural um, body deodorizer. Okay? It really does it. But I delved more into it, a little bit more into it today. And basically, I found out that, okay, let's compare people with plants. Okay? So that you can have a bit of an understanding, clearer about what chlorophyll is. We all know that chlorophyll is in plants. Okay? So, you have humans here and you have plants here. They have very similar composition of electrolytes. And what are electrolytes? Electrolytes are minerals, okay? Which is why a lot of the time you get most of your minerals from plants, right? So you have, let's go back to the human and plant thing. You have chlorophyll. And the chlorophyll and the human blood are twins in chemical structure. What does that mean? It means they are made up pretty much of the same stuff. Okay? Chlorophyll has manganese bonded with its structure. So basically, it's a fluid of the green leaves. Human blood has hemoglobin, which contains iron. That's red blood in man. So the fluid in the green leaves is like the red blood in man. Okay, does that make sense? It's pretty wow, right? Okay, let's take it a step further. Chlorophyll is chemically very unstable. Okay, that means you cannot actually take chlorophyll and just drink it as a supplement. Chlorophyll is only absorbed and the body is only able to take its benefits fully if it comes in the form of a plant. And guess what? The purest form of chlorophyll is found in I Am Amazing Barley. Yun na. Yun na yun. So, proteins, minerals, enzymes, chlorophyll, and vitamins. The 5 essential nutrients for good health in a human body is all found in our I Am Amazing Barley. Barley, basically, and I put this in capital letters, restores man's distorted physiological functions to its normal condition. Again, barley restores man's distorted physiological functions to its normal condition. Are you amazed? Because for me, alam ko na to dati pa, pero para akong nag-refresher course. And nung nag-refresher course ako, alam mo, para akong nabuhay ng loob because I take my barley regularly. But for me to re-study what I already knew from before and do a refresher really made me so... It made me feel so blessed that this is something the Lord really used me through my sickness, through my adversity, through my journey with cancer, to be able to share with everyone through the platform that I am able to do so with I Am Worldwide. Ang dami kong pwedeng ikwento sa inyo, my goodness. We started at 8 o'clock, no, 8:30, it's 9:30 already. We've already, 1 hour, dire-diretso na ako nagsasalita dito. Wow! Daldal ko pala, no? Okay. So, konti na lang, promise.